Hey, business building warrior. Welcome to another episode of Silent Sales Machine Radio. I'm your host, Jim. And today, if you are listening only, I'm going to be showing a couple things on the screen, but don't worry, you don't have to see it to catch the gist of what it is that I'm sharing. I'm going to go through and tell you exactly what products many of our most successful students are selling on Amazon. That's right. I'm going to tell you exactly what the product is, what they paid, what it's selling for. I'm going to tell you the exact information just to give you an idea of how exciting of an opportunity this is and how random the products are that our students are selling. You've heard us on this podcast say many, many times in the past that there's replens everywhere, that there are products that you can sell on Amazon from virtually every imaginable retail store online or in the real world, brick and mortar. There's product everywhere. Our students of the Proven Amazon course are demonstrating that there's opportunity abundant. No matter where you live in the world, you can do this. You've heard us say these things. If you're new to this podcast, I strongly suggest that you listen to 10 or 15 episodes where we interview these students who in many cases knew nothing just a short time ago. They spent very little money. They tested small. It's not a complicated skill set that they had to learn. And they're now growing exciting businesses with easily sourced products from retail store shelves near them or shopping online. So if you are watching today, there's a bit of a visual. Like I said, I am inside our Facebook group right now, which there's a link at silentjimdotcom to get into our Facebook group, and it's free. 71,000 plus people growing rapidly every day. We get about a couple hundred new people every week. We'd love to welcome you into the group. But if you're not in there yet, that's what I'm showing on my screen. Now, if you've figured that out if you're watching on YouTube, but if you're listening, that's cool. Like I said, you don't have to see what I'm doing, but there's a post that I make from time to time, and it's always quite a popular post. And as I'm recording this, just a couple of days ago, I made a post that said, "Hey, what have you sold recently? Tell us what you bought, what you paid for it, and the sell price." And as you can see on my screen, if you're watching, it's quite popular. We've had about 9,000 people see this post at this point. About 170 people have participated and left a comment telling us exactly what they bought, what they paid for it, and then what it's sold for. And I'm just going to read through some of these examples to give you a feel of how random the Amazon replens business is. And then I'm going to tell you how people are finding these random items. So again, 170 people participated. I'm not going to read all of these, but I'm going to read a good number of them. And if you'd like to join in this conversation, see it for yourself, see if these are real people with real products, absolutely. There'll be a link in the show notes today directly to this conversation. We've done it probably 30 times over the past few years. Just every few weeks or so, we'll pop this post in just so we can all kind of get those creative juices going. Like I said, I'll tell you how people found these products in a minute. For now, let's just go through and talk about what they found. I'm going to minimize myself so you can't see me any longer. Hopefully, I'm not blocking an important part of the screen here. And let's just scroll through and look at some of these items. Okay, so I started it off with an aquarium light that we sell. It's a fish tank aquarium light. We can buy it easily online for $8. We sell it a few times a week for $33. Pay $8, sell for $33. That's a really nice return on investment. I got someone else saying they sell Cato cookies, so a food product. They're purchasing it for $5, selling for $22. We've got someone talking about a drink mix. Paid $12, sold it for $30. Now, keep in mind, Amazon's going to keep their fees on all of these. So you need to know your net margins. But as a general rule, if you can buy it for one price and sell it for 3 times that price, you're always going to be in pretty good shape as a general rule. Oftentimes, selling it for twice what you paid is more than sufficient to make a nice profit. But that's the stuff you learn as you dive into the business model, but no need to dive into those weeds right now. We've got Stephanie selling vacuum bags. They cost her $8. She's selling them for $27. Just scrolling down. We've got an art book. Someone's paying $27 and selling it for $88. They say it's not an extremely fast seller, but they sell a few a month. That's a great example of how anything can be a replen on Amazon. If you don't know what a replen is, we discuss it on pretty much every success story podcast episode you'll hear on this show. Hundreds of interviews with successful students where we go over what a replen is. But basically, it's anything that you can sell over and over again at a profit on Amazon. Easily replenished inventory that you can sell over and over again to happy customers at a nice profit on Amazon. We teach you how to find those underserved listings on Amazon where you can go in and sell easily sourced products over and over. And in this case, a book is what is being discussed by the successful student. They're selling a book. It's an art book. Pretty cool. So they can go buy more of that art book anytime they need to. When one sells, they go buy one. Maybe they've got 2 or 3 sitting in inventory at Amazon. When 1 or 2 sell, they go buy 1 or 2 more and send it in. That's the business model. Scrolling down, we got someone selling underwear, buying it for about $11, selling it for $35. They're selling about 9 sets a week of this easily sourced replen. Buy for 11, sell for 35. Scrolling down, someone says this is a great example of the crazy things that we can sell. Yeah, these are always a fun thread to participate in. These threads where we talk about which replens we've sold recently. Someone's buying creamer, paying 24, selling for 55. Someone's selling socks, buy for 11, sell for 39. Someone's talking about mantle hooks. I like for Christmas, I guess, stick Christmas stockings. I got to imagine that's a seasonal item, but they're buying them for $4 each, selling them for $35. Again, these are easily sourced products. Anybody could go buy them retail, online or in a store. Bring them to Amazon where they are a hot item, where they're selling for far more than what they can be sourced for retail. These are all the success stories that you're hearing on this podcast. If you scroll back in time, again, dozens of recent stories and hundreds over the past few years. We got somebody sourcing a Disney toy. They're paying $12, selling it for about 30. Someone buying pickles, buying them for $4, selling for just under 28. That's incredible. That's a good one, huh? $4.28 for the sale price. Someone's selling coffee K-cups, buying them for 22, selling for 50. Someone's buying greeting cards for under $3 a piece, selling them for $20. That sounds like a neat one. Maybe it's like a little collection of 2 or 3 different gift cards or something like that. I'm not sure how they pulled that one together, but keep in mind, replens are existing listings, meaning someone else has already set up these listings on Amazon. Someone else is already selling these products. In fact, in most cases, a good number of other people are selling on that listing. You may see 5 or 10 other sellers selling that same product. But with our training in the Proven Amazon course, you learn to recognize which ones you can step in alongside the other sellers and expect to make a good profit selling the exact same easily sourced items. That's the replens model. And perhaps just to pause here for a moment, in case you think we're all about just replens all the time. No, we've got numerous other strategies that we teach. But for new students, we strongly encourage and emphasize you really need to do the replens model because it's such a low risk business model. You don't need hardly any money to get started, very inexpensive to get started, small learning curve. And you'll start putting money in the bank as you learn some of the more other exciting business models that you have the option to step into. You don't have to step into the other models, but you certainly can. We've got someone selling a cold medicine 3-pack. They're buying them for $14, selling for $40. Someone's doing peanut butter, buying a 2-pack for $8, selling them for 28. They said they put their exact margins on here, 27.5% net margin. They're making $7 profit per sale. That's a good one. Just scrolling down, giving you a few more examples. We've got someone doing a shampoo 6-pack. They're paying $8, selling for 40. We've got someone that has a coffee mug that sells 2 to 3 times a day, and they're getting a 100% ROI, they said. Someone selling party supplies for $15, or buying them for 15, selling for 40. Another shampoo seller. They're turning their $14 cost of goods into $28 sales. They say they are selling it at a nice clip. Basically, they go into some details. Some people sell the details, and others don't. We're actually selling a water monitoring device. We pay about $30 for it, and it sells for about 80. That's me contributing to the ongoing conversation here. We got someone buying bulk sugar for $2 and selling it for 15. We got someone buying a card game. They purchased it for $4. It sells for 28. Scrolling down, skipping over several here and some interactions. So if you're watching the video, I'm not reading all of these. If you're listening to the audio, it probably makes a little more sense. I'm just kind of scrolling here. We've got someone with cleaning gloves, paying $4, selling them for $14. Some baking supplies, buying for $8, selling for $25. I added another one. We've got a carpet spray that we buy for $10, sells for $31. Good frequent seller for us. We got someone selling a gun cleaning kit. Gun cleaning kit. They pay just under $10. It sells for $55. They say they never in their whole life imagined that they were going to be selling gun cleaning kits. Yeah, there you go. The product doesn't matter. We're going after profitable, underserved ASINs, profitable, underserved listings on Amazon. We teach you how to find them and then go source the product to sell against it. Someone's selling a cleaner that they buy for $7.20, sell it for $25. Said their net profit per sale is $7.40. Hey, we'll get back to the show in just a second, but I've got to tell you about a great sponsor who's just joined us. I'm talking about Seller Board. This is a very popular service used by many Amazon sellers in our community because they understand how important it is, how crucial it is to know your numbers. How do you know how profitable you are? All those fees, the different expenses, the cost of goods sold. How do you track it all? Seller Board is phenomenal. Starting as low as just $15 a month with a 2-month trial on top of that. You really need to check these guys out. Get over to silentjim.com/numbers. Again, silentjim.com/numbers. It's time to know your numbers. It's an accurate profit analytics software tool just for Amazon sellers. They've been doing this since 2017. It is a really cool tool doing some things that I'm unaware of anyone else doing. So the pricing starts at $15. Like I said, get your 2-month trial at silentjim.com/numbers. Someone's selling a cleaner that they buy for $7.20, sell it for $25. Said their net profit per sale is $7.40. Scrolling down, we've got a cleaning item that someone buys for $5 and they sell for $21. This says they sold 300 of them total in the last 6 months, making $4 net profit per sale. That's nice. That's a good one. Down jackets. Someone's paying $36 per jacket, selling them for $130 per sale. And again, to be a replen, it's something that you can go source more of as you need it. These aren't one-time clearance aisle, closeout store flips. These aren't yard sale, found 2, sold them, now I can't find any more type of items. These are source more as you need it. Easily sourced products selling against underserved listings on Amazon. Someone's doing eyeliner, paying $25, selling it for $65. Man, I hope that's some kind of like 2 or 3 pack. Does eyeliner really cost that much? I wouldn't know. I need to check my wife's spending on eyeliner. Apparently, that's some pricey stuff, man. Lighted exit signs costs this seller $14. They're selling them for $39. And again, if you think I'm just reading, if you're listening to the audio of this today and you're thinking, oh, you're just reading off a list of random products, you're making this up. No, I'm making a video right now. Put a link to the video near the audio you're hearing, and you can see the real names of the real people in our real Facebook group who are posting these, and you can contact them and verify any of these if you'd like. We've got a candy seller doing well. We've got someone buying pants for $29 and selling them for $112. We've got a dish pan we're pretty excited about right now, buying for under $5, selling for 23 over and over. I'm not sure what our net margin is on that one, unfortunately, but I know it's nice and solid. We got a clone that costs $40, selling for 110. Wow, that's great. But that's quite a list, and that list is continuing to grow. But excuse me, I will say this. You can jump in our Facebook group anytime you want to, and you can see these kinds of incredible conversations happening right inside the Facebook group where we're talking about what we're selling, how we're sourcing it, our net margins, the realities of this business. The thing that's most validating, I would think, about this podcast isn't how convincing I am or whether you like me or not, or if I have a good delivery on my message or not. The thing that I would like you to focus on and consider is the sheer number of people who are doing this business successfully. Focus on that. Just go look at some of those people in our group who are building incredible businesses. Some of the interviews we've done on this podcast, you can find profitable inventory. Now, how are these people finding this inventory? I promised I would spend a little bit of time on that on today's episode. How are they finding it? Well, in most cases, they actually start off on Amazon.com, logged in like you're a shopping customer. That's one of many ways. Now, if you scroll back in time on this podcast series, you'll see some recent episodes where we talk about, one of them is even titled 10 Ways to Find Profitable Inventory. I go through many, many ideas, but I'm just going to give you the basic idea. You go to Amazon.com and you start looking for stuff that looks like it's a little overpriced. And you might stop right there and go, oh, wow, I just saw a 2-pack of lip balm for $42. That's profitable. I'm going to go buy that lip balm and sell it against that listing. This is awesome. Well, what you don't know yet is how often does that product sell? Just because something appears to be overpriced doesn't mean it's going to be profitable for you, because if no one ever buys it, it was a complete waste of your time. So we teach you how to determine not only where are some of those overpriced listings, but are they truly underserved? Meaning people are buying this stuff. More sellers could hop on the listing and still expect to make a profit on that listing. We teach you how to find those. That's the replen system. That's what the Proven Amazon course is all about. If you spend enough time in our Facebook group, you spend enough time listening to this podcast, it's going to start to click. It's going to start to make sense to you. And you could start to kind of stumble into building a beautiful business without even buying any courses or training or content of any kind. We'd love to see that happen. That's awesome. Some people value their time a little bit more than they would otherwise, given a different life circumstance. Maybe you've got some money to invest in your business. Maybe you want to work with a pro, ramp up a little more quickly, have someone that you can answer questions for you in real time. We've got a coaching program. We've got a course that really steps you through it, or just enjoy the free content that we have on this program. We'd love to see you succeed no matter what path gets you there. silentjimdotcom has a link to our coaching program, to the Proven Amazon course, the only course you'll ever need as an Amazon seller, the only course that grows with you over time. It's been out 12 years. Thousands of success stories have emerged, constantly adding new modules in there. It'll keep you on the cutting edge and help you with the very basics if you're new as well. It serves both sides of the bell curve, if you will, for all experience levels. But if you just want our free stuff, I can't encourage you strongly enough. Keep listening to this podcast. Keep checking in on our Facebook group, see what's being posted there. We've got a live event coming up in July. You definitely want to be a part of our July 2023 event. That's July 6th through 8th. It's going to be in the Midwest. We're announcing the city soon. Get over to theprovenconference.com to see the details as they're released. Maybe by the time this podcast episode launches, I'm recording it today. We haven't announced the city, but maybe by the time this comes out, we will know the city and be announcing that to the listeners and to the viewers of this podcast. It's a bit planned to join us, theprovenconference.com. Mark out July 6th through 8th, 2023 on your calendar. Last year, we had over 500 people join us. We're expecting that same size, if not a whole lot more people this year, making the trip to come and spend some time hearing from, well, last year we had 40 presentations, and they were all from the successful students in this community. Isn't that incredible? The successful students in this community are who we feature at our events. We don't bring in a bunch of outside speakers that you could go hear on YouTube. We bring in people you've never met before who are building incredible businesses, sharing the exact strategies and tips and techniques. That's how this community continues to grow. Those are the people that we tap to become content creators. Those are the people we tap to become coaches. That's who you're going to hear from at this event, is our team, our community, the people who are doing it right. Panel discussions on every aspect of this business, whether you're brand new or if you've been doing it a long time. Plan on being there. You'll really ramp your business forward very quickly. And one last thing I can encourage you is our Facebook group. Now that it's 72,000 people, that means there's probably a few people near you who are using the internet creatively to launch and grow successful businesses. And you should meet up with them. You should hang out with them. You should get to know them. In our Facebook group, you can find out who lives near you. It's one of the features Facebook offers some of the larger Facebook groups like ours. Who lives near me? So jump in there, find out how to do that. Start meeting up locally with some other people who are using the internet creatively, like so many of us are. Because remember, we're not just an Amazon seller community. We love Amazon because that's where half of all transactions are online in the US every day. So we go where the action is. But at our core, we're a group of people who love to use the internet creatively to launch and grow multiple income streams, exciting different business models that all kind of lead into one pool of successful, profitable financial freedom for us, for our families, so we can grow our business, hire people we love and work with them, grow our team. That's what we do around here. So God bless you, business building warrior. Thanks for hanging out with me today. Hopefully you enjoyed my list of some examples of the many, many different kinds of replens that there are out there in literally every category on Amazon. You can find profitable products, millions of them. They truly are everywhere. And we'd like to show you how to discover those and then start slowly testing and wading into the waters of building a beautiful business. Small risks, tiny financial commitment, small learning curve. We really can walk you through that process the way we've done for so many other people. So until next time, God bless you, business building warrior. Thanks for spending some time with me. I'll talk to you soon. Hey, thanks for hanging out today. Before I let you go, one short reminder. We are so grateful to our new sponsor to this program, Seller Board. If you haven't checked them out yet, get over to silentjimdotcom/numbers. This is the software that tells you if you're profitable or not. It helps you track all of your expenses, your KPIs, sales, refunds, advertising costs, all of it. Profit, loss. This is tremendous software that fills a gap in the marketplace. Many successful sellers in our community are using this tool to help them know which of their products are profitable and which ones aren't. You'll love Seller Board. For just $15 a month starting, you can really dial in and know how your business is doing. silentjim.com/numbers. Talk to you next time.